Welcome everybody to AOB Park Stadium and Langara Event Center. Host night of Valentine's for the 2024 Today, we're in New York and
you know what? If we don't have assistant coach by now, she probably ain't coming. But we'll see what happens. Fletcher, you want to step in front of that?
Yeah.
There you go.
You good?
Yeah. Has the stream started or no?
And now, the starting 11 for the Douglas Charlotte Boys. Number 2. Midfield, Pat and Sam. Number 5, forward, Anna, traveled by both. Number 7, midfield, Ava, Tupo. Number 10, forward, Isabel Baldwin. Number 12, defense, Haley Rogers. Starting at goalkeeper, number 13, Vanessa Chun. Defense, number 14, Emma Saran. Midfield, number 20, Katie Buckle. Midfield, number 21, Jessica Lau. Defense, number 22, Kelly Miata. Defense, number 25, Ashlyn Grim. And now for your Langara Falcons starting 11. Starting at net, number 0, Mackenzie May. Defense, number 5, Astra Sadiq. Defense, number 6, Ashley Jassar. Midfield, number 7, Rita Shisiri. Midfield, number 8, Manat Dillon. Forward, number 15, Christy Wong. Midfield, number 16, Alex Paul. Winger, number 19, Manu Vasquez. Center back, number 21, Madison Pym. Defense, number 23, Grace Jordanson. And striker, number 28, Chantel Walker. At this moment, we ask that you please rise if able for the playing of our national anthem.
Canadian national anthems are in the book. Anthem is in the book, I should say. There's not more than one. And what a glorious anthem it is. We're back here at Willoughby Park for the second of a doubleheader weekend. Langara hosting. They dropped both decisions to Capilano University yesterday, the women's and the men's. 5-0 for the women's and 3-1 decision for the men's. They'll look to make amends today as they take on Douglas in a doubleheader. First up, the women's kicking off here just after noon. Let's get you the starting 11s for the visiting Douglas College. Number 2, Pat Tong Sang. Number 5, Anna Claver Valdez. Number 7, Ava Tudhope. Number 10, Isabel Dobin. Number 12, Haley Rogers. Number 13, in goal, Vanessa Chung. Number 14, Emma Sarin. Number 20, Katie Buckle. Number 21, Jessica Lau. And number 25, Ashlyn Grimm. For the home squad, the Langara Falcons. In goal, 00, Mackenzie Main. Number 5, Azra Sedic. Number 6, Ashleen Jassar. Number 7, Rita Siapasidis. Number 8, Manat Dillon. Number 15, Christy Wong. Number 16, Alex Paul, the captain. Number 19, Manu Vasquez. Number 21, Madison Pinch. Number 23, Grace Jorgensen. Number 28, Shantea Walker. As mentioned, the Falcons looking to make amends here. They dropped a 5-0 result yesterday with Capilano, but don't let that score line deceive you. The Falcons were in it the whole way, and some bad rub of the green and just some lack of finishing in critical areas let them down yesterday, and Capilano took full advantage of that. We'll see if the ladies in white, they were wearing their black yesterday, the ladies in white will be able to turn over the weekend's doubleheader because they won't want to leave empty-handed. Meanwhile, on the flip side of things, Douglas College come into this. Top scorer, Anna Claver Valdez, in week 1 of women's soccer here in the PACWEST. She is in the starting lineup for the ladies in Forest Green. We'll see if she can put her stamp on this one. Of course, after week 1 there, Douglas 2-0-0. So it might be a bit of a battle here for Langara. They'll have to stick in this one the whole way like they did yesterday with Capilano. Langara playing in their white strips today, all white, with the tangerine orange trim piping. They're playing from right to left on your stream. Meanwhile, Douglas College, they're in the forest green or true green, depending on whatever tint or saturation you have your computer screen set to right now on the stream. They have a little bit of gold and white piping and trim as well. We're now underway here in PACWEST action, the double header, if you will. 2 games yesterday, 2 games today for the Langara men's and women's. We're now underway here at Willoughby Field, and I will say that the weather is much improved. Yesterday, the women were playing in more or less a thunderstorm, gray, doom and gloom, and clouds hanging overhead with rain coming down sideways and very potent winds. Today it settled down, nice, bright, blue skies, not a ton of wind. A little bit of heat, though, so it might be a bit of a case of the heat bouncing off the rubber pellets on the turf down below. So it might be a bit of a sweaty one down there. Field level, now underway here, less than a minute in. At Willoughby Field, of course, home of Vancouver FC in the CPL. Early chance here for Douglas as it's number 10, Isabel Dobin, dribbling behind the back line, puts on the brakes, and lays off to her left winger. Will we see a cross here? We will. It's a low and a hard one. Side foot away. First time effort. Right to the waiting clutch to Mackenzie Main as Douglas College are the first ones to put the offensive stamp on this tie. As I was saying, Willoughby Field here in Langley, BC, the valley of the Lower Mainland here in British Columbia. Home of Vancouver FC. Also home to the Vancouver Giants, the WHL. They play in the Langley Event Center right next door, as well as the Vancouver Bandits, formerly the Fraser Valley Bandits, the basketball squad. And Claver Valdez, 2 goals to her tally in that opening week 1, as I mentioned. Number 5, she's going to win an early corner here for Douglas. A little bit of wind now starting to pick up here at Willoughby Park. Take a bit of wind, as I mentioned over yesterday, when it was sleeting and snowing and slushing and coming down sideways, and the broadcast crew and the cameramen were being attacked. It was wild. There was all sorts of weather difficulties yesterday. We got through the game, but I don't think it needed Langara's case. They'll be happy to play in some sunshine today. The first corner of the game goes the way of Douglas. It's a left-footed in-swinger right at the near post. It's just away by, I believe it's Siapasidis. She's going to get into a bit of a battle with Vanessa. I beg your pardon, that's Isabel Dobin. It'll be a deep throw-in for Douglas. Dobin chested down. Plays it to her left. For Haley Rogers, a quick interchange as well. Rogers not able to get it back to Claver Valdez. Just wriggles away from her. It'll be a deep throw-in their own end. For the Falcons, Dillon back to Siapasidis. She tries to clear her lines. It goes back as far as Katie Buckle. She's pushed over there, but I believe it was wrong. It's a free kick, maybe about 25 yards out from the junction of the penalty area in the right channel. So I think it's Ava Tubo was checking the air pressure on the ball. Their gamesmanship and tactics, because she whipped in that free kick pretty fast afterwards. Head coach of Langara, Alvin Prasad, issuing instructions down on his touchline. Alvin going for the all jet black attire today, which I don't know in today's climate if that's the right choice for Mr. Prasad. Might have to switch it up to something a bit lighter in the second half. Now Vasquez goes for a dribble, no touchdown, sprays it centrally, almost finds Wong as well as Walker. Walker subbing in today and starting 11 for Cassidy Kwong, number 13, who started at top yesterday. Had chances as well, Kwong, as I mentioned. Not a flattering scoreline yesterday for the Langara women, 5-0 against Capilano, but it didn't really reflect the game as Langara had their chances and they were very much alive in that game. It's just a matter of clinical finishing from the Capilano Blues. Shot on goal now, a bit of a slack effort from number 7, Ava Tudhope. Looked like it started as a shot, but eventually just bent into a cross and harmlessly flies by Mackenzie Main's right post. We're just under 5 minutes in. It's still 0-0, but Douglas have been in control as far as possession anyways. Foul throw against Vasquez there. Douglas get the ball right back. You can find the stream of today's game on YouTube. Just search PACWEST Women's Soccer, Douglas at Langara with today's date. And with a bit of luck, you should find the stream here today. Broadcasting live from Willoughby Park in beautiful Langley, BC, British Columbia, in the heart of the Fraser Valley here in Lower Mainland. A little bit of a halfway pass there. As the Douglas back four haven't had a ton to do early in these proceedings. It's been all midfield and forwards. Langara forced to the majority of the defenders seated. Creates some space. Now man out Dillon. Back for Jorgensen, who stepped up from the center back position. She threads it out right for Vasquez. Vasquez puts on the brakes. Cuts back through her right foot. Jorgensen now is going to whip one into the area. Wong's there. Heads it down to herself. Goes for a volley. Just quick set up for herself. Number 19 has a rip now. It's Vasquez who comes in field. Just didn't get enough purchase on it. It was a great first time ball into it by Grace Jorgensen. The ball just would never really sit up for Wong. I think she probably wishes she was about a foot taller there because she kind of had to seal dribble it to herself on her head. Maybe a chest down or something just to knock it down to herself a bit quicker. She could have lashed away that shot. She eventually did get it away, but it was blocked by the defender. Good play there by the Falcons, who had their first real half chance anyways of the game. Series gets caught out of position there. It's Anna Claver-Valdez, the number 5, carrying into the penalty box. Will she cut it back on the right foot? She does, but it's a very clever block there. I believe it was Mana Dillon tracking back. It'll be another corner from this right-hand side for the ladies in green, Douglas College. Cross into the area, left-footed in-swinger into the 6-yard box. It's punched away by Mackenzie Main, only as far as the top of the area. Now played back into the penalty box for Ashlyn Grimm. She can't get to it. It's side-footed away by Rita Series. cross into the box. It flies up the far side. The number 14, Emma Saran's going to try and corral it. She does, but Vasquez is right on her bike to cut down that angle. Cross into the area from Grimm. It's a shot punched away by Maine. Falls to Valdez. Can she uncork a shot? It's a great block by Siutsiidis again, who has been caught a couple times out here as Siutsiidis today, but she's made amends with some great backtracking. Side in swinger. Mackenzie Maine just creeped off her line to try and get a piece of it. Isabel Dobin was the closest to try and get the outside of her left boot on it. No such luck. It'll be a goal kick for the Langara Falcons just under 10 minutes in. Still 0-0. No real chances to speak of from either side, though both have had sniffs outside and inside the penalty area. Walmart takes the ball into her right foot. She has some space to carry. She's going to try and feather one forward for, I believe it was Alex Paul. Grimm tracking back now. We'll play it to her right for Rogers. Rogers, great through ball for Cleveland Valdez. Can she get there? She can't. Right idea, though. Right idea. Cleveland Valdez certainly looks to be the way home. Isabel Dobin has also been very potent up front for the Douglas College. Not a lot of setup in the opposition end for Langara at this moment. Just that one foray forward that almost resulted in a goal. It was Wong who had her volley blocked. Walker plays it back from Vasquez. Got her into a bit of trouble. Vasquez puts up the battle though and will force the ball back to the Douglas back line. Rogers. Forward, I should say, for Cleveland Valdez. Bit of a halfway ball into the path of Katie Buckle. She does just enough to shield off Vasquez. To get forward from Manat. Dillon just gets ahead of her player for Siutsiidis. Siutsiidis on the dribble, didn't have a ton of options. She was handed by Cleveland Valdez. Side-footed forward by Jassar. Knocked right back into the danger zone for Isabella Dobin to chase. She's on her bike. She has the imposing figure of Madison Pinch to get by, which, if yesterday's game was any indication from young Madison Pinch, she's not going to shy away from a robust tackle, even if it is against a stocky forward like Isabel Dobin. Alex called as well to shove off the challenge in the middle of the park. Tries to force it forward for Wong. A little bit out of Wong's reach. Langara luckily able to keep it alive. Manat Dillon has the ball at her feet. Infield for Alex Paul. Paul has some space off his to the right. Sliding tackle. Doesn't do the job, but Alex Paul manages to skip over it now. Cross into the penalty box. It's a floater one right to the 6-yard area. And Wong was the closest to it. She was on the penalty dot. Just couldn't get near it. 13 minutes in, still 0-0. Douglas with a little bit more of an edge at the moment. You're just joining us here for some PACWEST doubleheader action. Langara taking on Douglas today. The women up, obviously, at noon here. And the men will follow at 2:30. Both squads unlucky to lose out yesterday for Langara. 5-0 for the ladies and 3-1 for the men. Both against Capilano University Blues. Rogers into it for Dobin. Takes turns. Spreads it for Chudham. Tried to get it forward there for Pak Tung Sang, whose name I don't think I'm calling, or I think I'm calling for the first time. Sprayed to the middle of the park there by Wong. Walker not able to track it down. Now Walker gets it on it. Plays it back for Paul. Paul takes Takes turns, spreads it to Vasquez, who made herself available. Vasquez now with a right-footed shot. It has some locked on it, but it's just wide. It looked like it might have gone over the head and the hands of the keeper there, but it's probably maybe 2 or 3 yards to the right of the left post. Good effort there from Vasquez. Vasquez to chase. Vasquez going to try and get to the outside of that just came out. Ashley Aaron, who was just trying to keep Vasquez at bay. Did just enough to let that ball carry across the line. Otherwise, Vasquez might have had different ideas and Grim might have had egg on her face there. Hey, watch the switch! Watch the switch! Closer! Rogers. Alex Ball clips Katie Buckle just outside the 18 yards of Douglas. Free kick for the ladies in green, taken quickly, a little bit too quickly there, says the referee, by Kelly Miata, and they'll have to reset and try that one again as the sun continues to beat down on the field here at Willoughby Park. Willoughby Field, as I've been calling it. I go a bit rogue with my field name sometimes. Great spread ball to the left there. That's Emma Saran to chase. She's going to poke it forward for Pak Tung Sang. Sang guards back for Saran. First time left-footed cross. Isabel Dobin was the closest there. Just over her head. They're going to try and wriggle for position there. Our Douglas, they just couldn't thread it through the back line of Langara, which were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white shirts. So they were taking no chances there with the Falcon. All hands on deck. All hands on deck there for the ladies in white. And they work it into the opposition half for a throw-in. Miata looking for options. They're not getting a ton of favors from Katie Buckle or the rest of her back line. Forced to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Vanessa Chung. Good press here by Langara. They were forced to defend in the opening 10 minutes, but they've ever so slightly clawed themselves some territory, some real estate moving forward into the opposition half. A swooping aerial ball looking for Isabel Dobin. Ashleen Jassar was on top of that one, just side foots it into the supporter section. The wind really starting to pick up here in Langley now. I'm sure you can hear it whipping on the crowd mics and the broadcaster effects mics here. And the sun is just tucked behind a cloud as well, so much for all that pleasant weather that we were experiencing here at Willoughby Field. Foul against Pak Tung Sang. It's Christy Wong, who's adjudged to have been the culprit. Buckle. Rogers, cross into the area, Pak Tung Sang, header right at Mackenzie Main. It's a fantastic play, very aesthetically pleasing as well. A great cross, a fantastic header, Mackenzie Main right on top of it though. Good play by Douglas, they showed what they're about there. They can't be letting Haley Rogers cross into the area like that. She had all day to whip that one in, and it was on a dime. Douglas in control here, taking their time to pick out the space in the lanes. As you can now hear Alvin Prasad on the coach's mic for Langara getting louder and louder as he's just trying to make sure all his X's and O's are in the right place. as I think we might be in for a bit of a tactical battle today. Capilano and Langara had a very much a seesaw end-to-end arcade mode kind of style game yesterday. The offsides were turned off, if I can use a FIFA term, and it showed a lot of goals. Pak Tung Sang just tried to spread it to her left for Tudhope. The pass didn't come off there. Claver Valdez. Can she get past the Arcides? Not this time. It will be a foul as Claver Valdez had a couple hands full of shirt there. It's been a healthy battle between the number 5, Claver Valdez, and the number 7, Rita Sears, who, despite the 5-0 result, I have to say, I did really enjoy the play of Sears yesterday. Not willing to shy away from a challenge, not afraid to get forward either. So kudos to the number 7 here. Let's see if she can build on that today. I also like the play of Madison Pinch. As I mentioned, I probably got some stick on it, I'm sure, after the game, that I was enjoying her physical, robust style of center back playing. You don't see it a ton anymore these days. It's a very old school way of playing, but I enjoyed watching Madison Pinch ply her trade. Douglas in control. Miata. Chung. Number 21, Jessica Lau, spreads it to Miata. And now to her right for Rogers. Rogers tries to thread it on the line for Claver Valdez. Rita Sears right on her backside, pokes it out for a throw-in. Isabel Dobin kind of hopefully just hooks it over the back line, and it does do the charm as Pak Tung Sang's now in the penalty box. Pak Tung Sang, left-footed shot! Oh, it hits the crossbar! The rebound! Oh, it's just sclaffed by Tudhope. What a shot there by Pak Tung Sang, who opened up her body and smashed one off the junction of the crossbar and the post. Mackenzie Main was chasing the whole way, and there was nothing she was going to do about that one. But it just had enough loft to carry it onto the crossbar. First real chance of the game goes the way of the ladies in green, and what a strike there by Pak Tung Sang. And I'm sure Langara will be watching her and not allowing that cutback moving forward. If it's in their best interest, I suggest they don't, because, my goodness, Pak Tung Sang absolutely uncorked one there. Madison Pinch under pressure from Dobin, and Dobin's poked it off her foot. Dobin now charging into the penalty box. Left-footed shot from Dobin. Right into the waiting arms of Mackenzie Main. That would have taken something special from Dobin. Perhaps she saw an angle I didn't, or maybe even tried to loop it over the keeper after seeing that last strike from Pak Tung Sang. Douglas College look like they've come to play here. Langara, they've weathered the storm here in this early 22 minutes, but it looks like the worst might be yet to come for the ladies in white. Header down there from Manat Dillon. She had a bit of time, could have probably taken it down, but she tried to launch an attack there for Manu Vasquez. It was picked off, though, by the number 20 of Douglas, Katie Buckle. She's now in possession. Buckle, good pivot. Back to Miata. Rogers. Ooh, it's a halfway ball back from Sidik, who just got enough purchase on it to force it back to Mackenzie Main. That might have been a free walk on net for, I believe it was Emma Saran on the far left-hand side. Miata in control. Wong. A little bit of a slip on the ball there by Haley Rogers. Shantea Walker was just not able to get the ball off her foot. Ooh, that's a robust challenge from Wong. Kind of from the side. Looked like she might have got a good piece of the ball there, but it was an optimistic / dicey tackle, to put it mildly, from Wong. Good effort there. When the ball flies through the legs of Manat Dillon,
Dobin wants the ball switched, but instead they go to the near side for Claver Valdez. Rogers clips it over the top for Claver Valdez. Can she get Sircides for position? Not this time, as Sircides just leaned the shoulder in and was able to take the ball back. Good defending there from Sircides, who's pushed down from behind. It's great play there by the number 7, who looks like she's kind of figured out what Claver Valdez can bring to the table. She'll have to stay awake and ready for it the whole time, though, because Claver Valdez, as we've seen in years past, she's not the type that just stops running. She can pop up and hurt you at a moment's notice. Walker outpaced there on the pass. Wong not able to get it off the foot of Rogers. Pak Tung Sang, quick on the ball. Great first time. Ball back from Dobin. She's onside here. It's one-on-one with the keeper. Dobin is going to slot it in to her right. Perfectly onside. She worked a very clever 1-2 with Pak Tung Sang in the middle of the park, and just nobody followed the run back of Dobin, who did just enough to keep herself onside. They tried to push up the line at the very last second. You can see Madison Pinch now gesturing with her hands that offside trap needed to be sprung a little bit quicker. They got caught there, did Langara. It's 1-0. No real chance for Mackenzie Main on that one. She just had to wait for Dobin to make a move. And it was a calm, cool, clean, tidy side-footed finish into Main's right corner. Dobin's left. Douglas up 1-0, probably deservedly so, as they've had the better run of the play here today. Tudhope. Miata. Good switch of play there. Finds Grimm. Grimm on the deck looking for Tudhope. It's picked off by Alex Paul, though. Alex Paul tries to launch it forward for Walker. Tried to swoop a ball around the back line there. We're going to see a substitution here for Langara, one of the starting 11 yesterday. Number 11, Amber Wells. She will come on, and she will replace number 6, Ashleen Jassar. Vasquez takes the ball, tidy 10-yarder forward for Wong. She returns the favor. Vasquez just a little bit isolated now. They just don't have a ton of numbers going forward, do the Falcons, when they get in good positions. Wong tries to roulette her counterpart, number 22 there, Miata. And they just can't keep it alive, the Falcons. Douglas will play out of the back. Alex Paul. Looks like she wanted to size up for a shot there. Spreads it to her left for Wong, just outside the penalty box. Wong has a shot. Now that's blocked. Just in the penalty arc. Good effort there from Christy Wong, the number 15. Goal to her tally so far this season. Sircides. Forward for Wong. Good first time ball back. Sircides just gets a bit of a heavy ball in return there from Alex Paul, and she's forced to chase it. Tudhope. That ball will just roll out of play, and that might give Langara a bit of an opportunity to march up their line and get their players a bit further up the park. Less than 20, make that 30 minutes in. It's 1-0 Douglas off the foot of number 10, Isabel Dobin, on a one-on-one opportunity after some great intertwining play in the midfield. Vasquez goes for a rip, probably about 20 yards out. Just scuffs it wide of the right post of Vanessa Chung. Another goal kick for Douglas now. Miata to her right for Rogers. Miata for Pak Tung Sang. She gets picked off, though. It's Amber Wells, the substitute in the penalty box. Just can't get it out of her feet. It's still alive, though. Alex Paul, right-footed. Shot just wide of the right post. It's a great effort there from Alex Paul. And good play by Amber Wells as well, who just forced the issue there. And maybe that high press might bear some fruit for Langara, as outside of the chance they had with Wong in the opening 10 minutes, that's their best effort in the offensive end. Good play there by the ladies in white and orange. Bit of a gang fight in the middle of the park there. The Falcons come away with it. It's Alex Paul. She's got Vasquez to her right. Going to go for a dribble, does Paul. Plays a bit of a halfway ball there. Grimm might be able to get ahead of Vasquez, but Vasquez just puts on the jets, pokes it back for Paul. Paul's all over the park right now as he's trying to create things moving forward for the rest of her squad. Ball raked into the area there by Sidik. It was a long floated aerial diagonal. It's knocked down there by, I believe it was Miata. And Anna Claver-Valdez will come away from it. Rita Sear-Sirius, who's clearly been given a bit of a man-marking task, I would believe, on Claver-Valdez, sticks with the number 5 up this right touchline. Bit of a hopeful diagonal there. Mackenzie Main doesn't have too much trouble. Azra Sidik was in the area as well if things had gotten a bit desperate. Langara just keeping it together now. They can't let this get to 2-0 or it'll definitely be an uphill climb for the ladies in white then. Paul now along the right touchline. Smokes a ball forward. A bit of an optimistic one for Shantea Walker to chase. A roll all the way back to the goalkeeper, Vanessa Chung. Just under 15 minutes to go here in this first 45 minutes for Douglas to possibly extend their lead or for Langara to sink their teeth into an equalizer. We'll see what happens first here. Amber Wells, I will say this, the Falcons have definitely looked a bit more calm and a bit organized with Amber Wells and Alex Paul in the middle of the park at the moment. They've just enjoyed a bit more possession. They seem to be spreading it around a little bit more generously and calmly at the moment. Some of the final balls still need a bit of work. I think they're maybe springing that final ball a little bit too long, a little bit too far over the top, and they could probably afford to keep a bit more possession. But at the moment, Langara keeping it together and looking like they're enjoying the best spell of the match so far. Anna Claver-Valdez gets double team there and clobbered from behind. It was the old Wong Cedes combo that took care of that business. Douglas have come away with, though. Isabel Dobin feathers one through. Looks like Emma Saran's trying to get to it. Azra Sidik in the last possible moment able to poke it away, though. I thought Saran had gotten the better of her for body position, but Sidik did just enough to get the toenail to it and poke it out wide right. It'll be a deep throw in for Haley Rogers to take into the path of Pak Tung Sang. Cuts back, Sang on her left foot. Swoops him into the area, side-footed away by Madison Pinch. Well done, only as far as Haley Rogers. Infield for Dobin. Good play there by Dobin. Ooh, a bit of a halfway ball there on, I believe it was 21. Jessica Lau. And it will be a yellow card there for Amber Wells, who just came into the game. It was very good intertwining one-touch football in the middle of the park there from Douglas, just outside the penalty box in a dangerous area as well. I don't know what the numbers were looking behind Amber Wells when she committed that foul, but you could argue that's a well-taken professional foul because that looked like a dangerous spell of play there for Douglas, who had their tails up. Isabel Dobin now, the goal scorer. She's going to swoop one into the back post. She will. It's well weighted. Pak Tung Sang's there, gets ahead to it. She gets cleaned up by Mackenzie Main, and the rebound flies over the crossbar. It will be a goal kick, and Pak Tung Sang, who threw everything in the kitchen sink at that one and came away empty-handed. She's been good so far in this first half, though, as the number 2 for Douglas. Brave goalkeeping there from Mackenzie Main as well, who she didn't know where that ball was going. She kind of just threw her mitts out into a sea of heads and managed to come away with it. We will see a substitution now here, as the number 13 Cassidy Kwan will come on for number 28 Shantea Walker. Ball in the air, knocked down by Tudhope. It rolls all the way back to Rogers, and now Miata. She'll let it go for her keeper, Chung. Miata plays it up the right channel. Good dummy there by Pak Tung Sang, and now Anna Claver Valdez, who looked to be the recipient of that through ball. It just went a bit wide on her. She looks to get to the inside of Cetus. Cuts it back, right foot. Dobin gets there. Claver Valdez will keep it alive, will she? She's going to try and cut back across. It almost gets to Dobin. Still alive for Claver Valdez. And now a shot on net, and it's a goal! The number 20, Katie Buckle. Looked like a cross-come shot, but they'll all look the same on the score sheet. It swoops and loops and dips into that top right-hand corner of Mackenzie Main's net. It's 2-0 for Douglas. And you could almost tell by her reaction, the number 20, Katie Buckle, she put her hands in her head in her hands as if to say, I can't believe what just happened. She picked out that top postage stamp from probably about 25 yards out. A remarkable strike there from the number 20, Katie Buckle. Pak Tung Sang now. She's looking to inflict more damage. A great cross into the area just out of the reach of Isabel Dobin. It's chested back by Azra Sedic. We're going to see a substitution here for Douglas now. They'll bring in the number 4, Jaya Sahota. Pak Tung Sang. Cross into the area looking for Dobin! I believe she got there. Dobin did, and the effort comes off the midsection of Mackenzie Main. And it will be a corner kick. Mackenzie Main thought it was a goal kick. She was ready to start booting it out towards the opposition end. Here comes the substitution now as the number 4, Jaya Sahota, will come on. Number 5, Anna Claver Valdez, off. Dobin. Rogers. It was Buckle again who had a shot as well, but it came off, I believe it was a thigh of a Langara Falcon, and it goes out into touch. Clearance there from Madison Pinch, just goes a bit awry. 37, almost 38 minutes in, and it's 2-0 for Douglas. Only a couple real chances to speak of for Langara. Alex Paul had an effort on the right foot, and Christy Wong had an early effort on a volley that was blocked. Outside of that, it's been all Douglas as far as offensive output. Amber Wells just not able to reel that one in under pressure from Jaya Sahota. Alex Paul now tries to play it through the legs of Tud Hope and get into the feet of Cassidy Kwan. There's a raked in cross by Sidik. The clearance only as far as Wells. Wells on the deck looking for, I believe it was Manat Dillon, but it was cut out. Sirsidis tries to get it through the legs of Dobin. Good lung-busting run there by Rita Sirsiris to just cover back on Sahota. She was outdone for position, but just put her head down and ran all the way back till she got it. Good work there from Sirsiris. Christy Wong goes for a bit of a dribble as well. Tries to press the issue and get it to Cassidy Kwan, but it's good defending there by the number 12, Haley Rogers from Douglas. She's been busy up this near right touchline from Lloydminster, Alberta. It'll be a throw-in for Rogers. Taken for Dobin, who didn't have a ton of pressure. Eventually, Christy Wong comes back to shave down the angle and the numbers. Clearance only as far as Buckle. Rogers now, infield for Dobin. One-touch football looking for Sahota. Cassidy Kwan has it on the chest. She's going to take turn. Thought she might go for a run. Instead, she will try and hold on and just wait for some options. Good play here by Kwan. Sirsidis now. Back for Jorgensen. The Douglas back four do just enough to keep it away from the Langara front two. The return ball, though, is cut out by Christy Wong. Going on the dribble now. Cuts back to her right foot. Wong tried to get it back for Alex Paul. It's cut out by Sahota. Wells. Back for Paul. Sirsidis, great calm play there. Quick feet too. Alex Paul thumped over from behind. That'll be a free kick for Langara. Maybe about 30 yards out from the junction of the left portion of the penalty area. And they might just want to load the box here as we approach halftime. Of course, they'll be wary of the counterattack, but this might be prime territory, prime opportunity to try and claw one back here going into the halftime locker room, because I can't imagine Alvin Prasad and the rest of the Langara staff want to be 2 goals back with only 45 minutes to go here. One would certainly help. It'll be Alex Paul, who has a wand for a right foot. We know that. Probably the most skilled service-wise on this Langara squad. Oh, and Paul's going to go for a shot. Oh, and she didn't miss by much, you know. I don't mind that effort. Only about a yard or two wide, and it almost tucked in that right corner. Everyone was queued up at the back post there and took the bait for it. Alex Paul with a bit of a cheeky free kick here. I got to say, I do like it, though. I do like it. That almost paid off for the Langara Falcons. It was one of those optical illusion free kicks, so that it just kind of rippled the side meshing, so you thought it kind of went in. But no such luck for Alex Paul. Ooh, risky play by the back four. They've been picked off. Valdez shoots, and it comes off the crossbar. Oh, it's good play by Langara, and everything positive for Langara today has come off that high press, that front press, really harrying the back line, forcing Douglas to play their way out of the back. And Vasquez there Maybe should have tried to side foot it either side of the keeper, but just went for straight power. It came off I believe it was the midsection of the keeper and rattles off the crossbar. Best chance of the match so far for Langara as they're enjoying their best spell of the match so far as creating things offensively. Alex Paul now has the ball here. It's a right-footed outswinger from the far right-hand corner. Paul right onto the penalty dot. Keeper's there, punches it, and it's side-footed away. Sidik keeps it alive, though. Can she play it to the right corner? She does for Paul. Good play there by Sidik. Can Paul get in another cross? Cuts it back for Dylan. Dylan, left-footed shot, not enough sting on it. And it rolls into Vanessa Chung's waiting arms. Good little bit of play there from Langara, who Valdez still can't believe she's hit the crossbar there. She's still got her head in her hands. I can't say I blame her. From probably about 8 yards out, just denied by a lick of paint there on the crossbar. Sahota tried to dummy it through her own legs for herself. Ooh, lots of numbers here for Douglas. Ooh, Pak Tung Sang tried to get it through the legs of Sidik, but Sidik did ever so well just to close the wickets, keep the play alive, play forward for Wong. Into the middle of the park for Vasquez. Vasquez now has some space to her right. Waiting for options is Vasquez. It's not coming, though. And she'll eventually have to chase it back herself. Amber Wells makes herself present in the middle of the park, receives the pass, returns for Vasquez, right touchline. Good block there, or cut down for a block anyways by Emma Saran. Ooh, and Cassidy Kwan might just got the right side of the defender here. Just had no options though did Cassidy Kwan. Had to try and keep it alive herself. And that'll be a foul on Vasquez. 45 minutes are up. No real injuries or stoppages in play to speak of in this first half. So I can't imagine we'll see a ton of stoppage time here at Willoughby Park. PACWEST doubleheader today between Douglas and Langara. First up, you're watching it right now. The ladies 2-0 for Douglas. Isabel Dobin and Katie Buckle with the goals for the ladies in green. And there goes the halftime whistle here, as expected at Willoughby Park. Chances for both ends, but Douglas probably controlling the play just a bit better than Langara. They're up 2-0. We'll take a very quick 15-minute break. We'll come back with the second half here at Willoughby Park, right beside the LEC in beautiful Langley, British Columbia, Canada, here for a PACWEST doubleheader. Douglas taking on Langara. The women up in the first match, Douglas leading 2-0. We'll be back with more in 15 minutes. The second half is now underway here at Willoughby Park. In the second day of double headers, a quadruple header, if you will, Langara style yesterday. Both squads dropping results in PACWEST action. 5-0 for the ladies, 3-1 for the men, both against Capilano University Blues. They get a chance to make amends today in another doubleheader as they take on Douglas in both matches. The ladies up first, currently trailing 2-0 after the first half. Goals from Katie Buckle and Isabel Dobin for Douglas have them 2 goals up. As we now enter this second half, we'll get you the substitutions as they become visible/available. The men's match coming up later today. 2:30 kickoff. They'll be taking on Douglas as well. Can already see one substitution for Langara as the number 3, Bella Johnston, has come into this match. She'll play it back for Grace Jorgensen. Good play there by Azra Siddiq as she dispossesses the number 14, Emma Saran. Ball floated into the area looking for Alex Paul. Langara playing in their white strips today. All white, head to toe, with a little bit of orange and black piping and trim. They're playing from left to right on your stream. Ball crossed into the area there by Alex Paul. Almost finds Cassidy Kwan. Douglas, meanwhile, they're playing in their familiar forest green strip with a little bit of white piping and trim as well. They're playing from right to left on your stream today. And, of course, you can view today's encounters on YouTube. PACWEST. Women's soccer for this one. Douglas at Langara. And, of course, it'll be PACWEST men's soccer for the following one at 2:30. Douglas at Langara with today's date. Hopefully that should give you a bit of luck and you can take part in today's game. Cheer on your squad. It'll be a free kick for Madison Pinch just inside her own half in the left channel into the path of Paul. To her right now for Bella Johnston. Johnston back for Siddiq. Siddiq puts in a first-time cross. Marina Pashalides, who herself is also a sub. She started yesterday against Capilano. She tries to chase that one down unsuccessfully. It's an easy clutch and claim for Vanessa Chung in net for Douglas. Ashlyn Grimm. Katie Buckle, one of the goal scorers for Douglas. She gets pushed over there. It'll be a free kick for the ladies in green just outside their own penalty arc. Good control there by Buckle, but she's eventually dispossessed by Paul. Bella Johnston gets in the mix as well. Amber Wells comes away with it. Wells looking for Bella Johnston. Almost fell into the foot of Marina Pashalides there. Attempted ball over the top, looking for Isabella Dobin. Almost gets there. Now it does. Madison Pinch is on the chase. Crossed into the area, takes a deflection off of Pinch. Jorgensen takes no chances, side foots it right back to the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for Douglas. Long distance shot now, almost dropped down for the number 7, Ava Toothope. It was the right back, Haley Rogers, who uncorked that one, and what looked like a shot almost ended up being a very precise pass. Ball forward looking for Cassidy Kwan. She's on her bike. Can she get to the outside of the defender green? She looks like she tried to nutmeg her. It will be a corner kick as it came off the shin of the number 18, Alyssa Green, who has come on as a substitute. Corner kick. Good work there from Cassidy Kwan for Langara. Be a right-footed outswinger from Alex Paul. It's got some sting on it as well. Headed down by Amber Wells. Siddiq tries to keep it alive. She does. Pokes it for Dillon, a side-footed effort into the area, cross looking for Cassidy Kwan, just a bit too far out of the number 13's reach. And Vanessa Chung will come off her line to corral that one. Still 2-0 for Douglas. If you're just joining us, Buckle and Dobin with the goals. Ooh, Rita Series takes a clearance. It just deflects off her and goes off into touch. She was busy in that first half with Anna Claver-Valdez, who did come off as a substitute for the number 4, Jaya Sahota. Langara looking good here. I said their brightest moments in that first half was when they were able to apply that high press. Bella Johnston pushed over in the area after looked like she won the ball back. Back to what I was saying, they had a lot of success with that high press when they were really making life difficult for the back four of Douglas. A couple good chances. Manu Vasquez saw her effort smashed off the crossbar. That's as close as Langara came. They had a couple other half chances as well, but it all came when they were more industrious and more pressing the issue further up the park. Wells now, she forces a turnover. Dillon can't control it. Can Sahota? She does, gets it through the legs of Sirsidis, but Sirsidis stays with it, wins it back for Wells. Ooh, a bit of a tame back pass there from Buckle. Put her defense under pressure a bit. Bella Johnson tries to wrestle it through the legs of Grimm. She does, but the touch just gets too far ahead of her. It'll be a goal kick for Douglas. 7 minutes into this second half. Still 2-0 for the visitors, Douglas. Kwan, good control there. Shields off two players, tries to lay it on a platter for Sidik, who gets past her marker. Just can't keep the ball in play there. Good play from Sidik though. She's shown the desire to try and get forward and put in crosses as well as do her defensive duties, so I don't have any problem with Alvin Prasad, head coach of Langara's selection of Sidik today. She's looked full value. Ooh, good aerial duel there. Amber Wells comes away with it as she gets the better of Tudhope. And the referee about to have a stern talking to, or stern talking with, whichever way you want to phrase it, with Ava Tudhope. I think she was lobbying for a foul on that aerial joust with Amber Wells that she lost out on. Didn't see a ton in it, but I've been known to lobby in my day with referees, so I appreciate the effort there from Tudhope. Well done by the number 7. If you don't ask, you'll never receive. Buckle misses out on her touch. A bit of optimistic defending there from the number 21, Jessica Lau, as she kind of stooped down to win the ball with her back. Did the charm though. Langara back in control. Bella Johnson tries to get around the outside of Lau. Johnson stays with it though. Johnson has looked good since coming on here. She's at least kept the pressure inside the Douglas end. Very seldom have Douglas been inside the Langara end in this first 10 minutes, so positives there all around for Alvin Prasad's squad. Good play there by Amber Wells as she gets through 2 green shirts, tries to spray it forward for Bella Johnson. Can she get to the outside of Grimm? She does. Grimm was forced to kind of lean the shoulder there. I thought it was clean, to be fair, from Grimm, but Bella Johnson, I think, was getting to that ball anyways, and the referee said, well, let's make this unpeded. It's a good call. And you know me, I'm harsh on the referees. I give them stick every chance I get, but you got to give them kudos when they get it right, and I think the referee, he was patient with that one on the pressed by Grimm, but Bella Johnson did just enough to draw the foul. Here comes Alex Paul in the service, right-footed. Dead ball situation into the heart of the area. It's headed on by Pak Tung Sang out the far side of the area. And Manat Dillon tries to cut down the angle. It flies all the way back to the halfway line. And Rita Series will play it back forward. She was looking for Marina Pashalides. Still Langara ball, though, halfway up the half. Good pressure. Good start to the second half here for the Falcons, who probably as far as run of play and possession and overall control of the ball went in the first half, they were probably second best to Douglas, but they've come out the gates here very even-tempered, let's say. They haven't let the occasion get the better of them, and they haven't let a 2-goal deficit get the better of them, because there's a lot of squads, the lust to want to go ahead and just try and score 2 goals and get it back leaves you open at the back, so you still got to keep it tactically sound, and they have done that. Pak Tung Sang gets a push in the back there from Pashalides. It'll be a foul. Douglas gets the ball back. Cassidy Kwan wins it down for Alex Paul. The ball wouldn't sit for Paul, and Pak Tung Sang gets the last touch to it. Ball over the top is going to find the number 14, Emma Saran. She's onside, almost 101. Left-footed shot over top of the keeper, and she scores. Madison Pinch tried to cut down the angle. Mackenzie Main flew off her line. But the Douglas winger smashes it over top of Mackenzie Main. It's a 3-0 lead. And it's against the run of play, and very unfortunate for the Falcons, who controlled all but that last 15 seconds of this second half. Good finish, though, from the number 14 of Douglas. Another uphill climb for the Langara Falcons, who, yes, they have hit the crossbar in this first half. Robust challenge there. It's a clean one, though. They have hit the crossbar, and they've had some half chances, but have just not been able to put the final touch on things. Similar to their game yesterday against Capilano University. It's almost a carbon copy, to be fair. They haven't been played off the park by any stretch, but it's been those crucial moments that the opposition has just been able to pounce on, where the Falcons have just been left wanting ever so slightly. Pak Tung Sang threads the ball through for Dobin. Can she get ahead of Pinch? She does. Dobin has an empty net to shoot in, and she will score. It's a brace for Dobin, as Madison Pinch couldn't deal with it. Actually, I beg your pardon, the offside flag has gone up, so Langara will have their blushes spared there. You could argue it could be 4-0. It looked onside to me. I'd like to see the replay of that one. Definitely tight. And Dobin did never so well to shrug off the challenge of Pinch and still pop it around the keeper to slide into an empty net. It remains 3-0, but if Langara aren't on their best behavior here, this could get ugly. They do not want to see a repeat of yesterday's 5-0 loss to Capilano. Ooh, and Series is playing with a bit of fire here. She's trying to bait the pass back and then go the other way. And I think Douglas were savvy to it, and they forced it out for a throw-in. Series again jockeying for position. It will be a foul. Just a clip on the heels there. And Langara get the ball back halfway up their own half. Jorgensen, she tried to play a ball over the top in the middle of the park for Amber Wells, but she just didn't get under it enough, and it ended up being a pass straight to the number 7, Tud Hope. The wind now picking up here at Willoughby Park in Langley, home of these past PACWEST doubleheaders, also home of the WHL Vancouver Giants and the Vancouver Bandits as well. Willoughby Park also home to Vancouver FC of the CPL. Alex Paul onside, takes a shot. She could have squared it up for Bella Johnson or probably even taken another touch forward. Alex Paul, and usually that ever-reliable right foot just let her down there. Not enough pace on the shot as Langara still getting themselves into good positions. They just need to find that final touch, that final shot, that final piece of magic to get the ball into the back of the net. Bella Johnson now on the run. Clips it infield for Alex Paul. Tried to slide it through the legs of Jessica Lau, who comes away with it now. Forward for Tudhope. Through her legs, Tudhope. Doesn't get past Madison Pinch, though. And Tudhope looks a bit smarting after that one, as she might have got a little bit of a clip. Pak Tung Sang in the middle of the park. Tried to backheel it to herself. Grace Jorgensen thumps it up Main Street. Alyssa Green forced to chest it down to herself. Ooh, and Sahoda's going to put on the Jets here and try and test the pace of Grace Jorgensen. She gets around the outside of her. Madison Pinch over to recover and provide a little bit of back cover. It'll be a deep throw in by the far right corner flag. 3-0 for Douglas. The goals from Buckle, Dobin, and Emma Saran. We're going to see a substitution here coming up for Douglas as well. It'll be the number 8, Abigail Clunes, coming on. Dobin hooks the ball into the penalty box. It rolls out. It'll be a goal kick for Mackenzie Main. Here comes the substitution, the number 25. Ashlyn Grimm will come off, and number 8, Abigail Clunes, will come on for the Falcons. Olivia Grill will replace second half substitute Bella Johnston. Good headed win there by Amber Wells. The ball just ahead of her. She wins the second tackle, though. Ooh, she got a good piece of the midfielder as well. Douglas, after having won the ball back, will hold on to it. And we might see another substitution here, as it looks like I want to say it's the number 20. She's in some discomfort, and referee calling for a substitution. We're going to see a bit of a water break here as well. A reminder that the doubleheader today does include a later men's match coming up at 2:30. Langara Falcons men falling 3-1 yesterday to the Capilano University Blues. They get a chance for revenge. Not against the Blues, though. They'll have to take it out on the Douglas College men. That one kicks off at 2:30 here following the postgame of this broadcast. Right now, the Douglas ladies leading Langara 3-0. As mentioned, the goals from Buckle, Dobin, and Saran. Langara have hit a crossbar, though, through Manu Vasquez. And I've had a few half chances as well. They just need to put that final sting onto it. Looks like it's the number 12, Haley Rogers, which was the player who got clattered on the far side. She's now up, okay, drinking water. She'll make her paces off to the side. I don't think she'll need a substitution. She looks to be okay and not hobbled, but we'll see just how nasty that tackle was in the middle of the park. As we approach the 65-minute mark here. 20 minutes into this second half. back underway now. Isabel Dobin with a great floated diagonal ball. Azra Sidik read it just right, though. I thought that might fly over her head. But she just got the head to it. Knocks it back into the middle of the park. Pak Tung Sang. Dragged back by Madison Pinch just outside the penalty arc. This will be dangerous. We'll see if whoever takes the free kick can get it up and over the wall. It's tight quarters, but there's some skilled players on this Douglas squad. We'll see what they can muster here. Pak Tung Sang, number 2. Isabel Dobin, number 10. It'll be Sang. No, it'll be Dobin, left-footed! And punched over by Mackenzie Main. It's a great save by the keeper from Langara. Hit fairly central by Dobin, but it did have some kind of whip on it. And Main didn't take any chances with trying to palm it back into the area or even clutch it and claim it. She just punched that straight over. 3-0 remains the score. Pak Tung Sang over to take the free kick. I beg your pardon, the corner kick. Right-footed in-swinger. Right into the 6-yard box. Madison Pinch gets the last touch, almost loops it into the top corner of her own net, but the weight just carried it over the bar. Corner kick now from the opposite side. Isabel Dobin, one of the goal scorers. She also had one brought back on offside as well. She'll get a chance to whip one in here right-footed on the outswing this time. Ooh, it's hit low and hard into the mix. Palmed away by the keeper. Still at the top of the area, Marina Pashalides just trying to get some space. She dribbles it out of play, though. She was being hounded there by Sahota. Paul tried to feather it through for Manat Dillon. Came off the legs of Haley Rogers. Battle in the middle of the park now. One down by Tudhope. She gets cleaned out by Amber Wells. But Douglas comes away with the ball. Wind starting to pick up here at Willoughby Park. Blue skies all around though, but just a little bit of a brisk wind. Ball around the back, looking for Cassidy Kwan. Good play by Sidik there. Some good service from Sidik. She's not afraid, as mentioned, to peg the ball into the area, and she tried there, just a little bit too much skim on it, and Cassidy Kwan just couldn't get a toe on it to control it. Ball played back. Manat Dillon will put up the chase. It's only hit as far as Marina Pashalides. She's waiting for the support of Dillon, who dropped back from an offside position to return the pass. It does get snuffed out, though. And Douglas now just can't seem to get out of their own end. Cassidy Kwan outside the penalty area. Can she get past her defender, Lau? She doesn't, and Lau does very well to win the tackle and win the goal kick. Good play there by the number 21 in green. Green for Pashalides. Pashalides now for Amber Wells. A deft touch forward for Alex Paul, who has a bit of space here. Cuts back to the left foot. Now Wells, right-footed. Shot! Had some sting on it, but it was hit just a bit too central. And the goalkeeper, Vanessa Chung, equal to the task. Ball one down by Olivia Grill, only as far as Lau. Saran under pressure. The keeper Chung will just blast it off into touch right down below our broadcast vantage point. It'll be a throw-in for Azra Sidik. Cassidy Kwan tries to loop it over for Alex Paul. Can Paul get there? She can't. Well run, well read there by Vanessa Chung. The keeper in yellow for Douglas. And anything less than flying off her line there, I think, would have resulted in at least a shot on net from Alex Paul, who was Johnny on the spot at that particular moment. Good goalkeeping there from the Douglas keeper. Oh, good play there by Olivia Grill. That might be a yellow card, because I thought that was a dangerous goal-scoring opportunity that she got dragged back on, but the referee is he's being lenient with the cards today. Good play there by Olivia Grill to dispossess her defender and create a real good chance here for Langara. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players lined up at the back post, and Alex Paul ready to swing one in on the right foot, the number 16. Here it comes. She's going to go for goal again. This time she goes over the bar. She was very close last time when she tried to whip in that free kick. This time just got too far under it and hooks it over the crossbar of Chung's net. Still 3-0 now with about less than 20 minutes to go. Isabel Dobin, can she reel this one in? She will. She's going to keep it in play and onside. Dobin cruising towards the area on the left foot. She has Madison pinched to beat. She's going to rock it in across. The keeper gets there first. Is she fouled? She's not, but the subsequent rebound by Tudhope is smashed over the crossbar. There's a bit of mayhem in the penalty box there, but Langara managed to come away unscathed. Still 3-0, and I believe it's Pak Tung Sang that's down in a heap at the moment. Pinch tried to smash it up the park, looking for Alex Paul. It just screwed out wide, and it'll be a throw-in for Emma Saran. Into the path of Tudhope. Tudhope takes turns. Has Pak Tung Sang inside, but the run takes her to the left channel, and Sang follows. Gets the ball inside the penalty box. Cuts back on her right foot. Shot! Ooh, that almost bent close to that far left post of Mackenzie Main's net. And Sahota was making her presence felt at the back post as well. Dangerous play there by Douglas, still 3-0. Alex Paul. Amber Wells tries to play a through ball into the path of Olivia Grill. She manages to wriggle the ball off the defender, Saran. Alex Paul in the vicinity to try and aid on the numbers there. Good press there by Olivia Grill. She's got the ball back now. Just couldn't keep it alive. Too pacey of a back pass there from Sedic. Ball helped on for Isabel Dobin. She's going to get around the outside of Madison Pinch. I beg your pardon, that's Abigail Clunas, who just came on, rocking a very similar ponytail to the number 10, Dobin. Brave keeping there by Mackenzie Main, who takes it off of Dobin's head there. The 00 in the bright highlighter green kit for Langara. She bowls out to her left for Rita Sirsiris, who hasn't seen a ton of action in this second half after being very busy up the left-hand side in the first half. Through ball looking for Alex Paul. She turned her back to goal and was able to keep it alive for the Falcons. Great play by Sidis there. Works a 1-2 with Manat Dillon. Alex Paul gets it back. Cruises past one. Cruises past two. That's a dicey challenge from Alyssa Green. Gets nothing but leg there on Alex Paul. I mean, the tackle itself looked worse than the end contact, but it was just the aesthetics of it all. She flew into that tackle, did Green, and Alex Paul, had she not been more aware of her surroundings, probably gets a bigger clattering that she ended up getting. It's still going to be a free kick, though, probably 30 yards out. The junction of the 18-yard box lines in the left channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white shirts. Make it 6 now with Paschalidis in the area. Amber Wells and Alex Paul in the vicinity of the free kick. Paul now kind of fading away to the left touchline. It looks like Amber Wells is going to smash this one in. Right-footed. It's a floated cross. Bobbles in the area. Pinches there. No Falcon can put a boot to it. It was just pinballing around and it would never settle. Good play there by Amber Wells, who flies in to win the ball back. First time cross in, and it's headed over by Cassidy Kwan. Great chance. Best of this second half for the Falcons, who despite the scoreline are putting in the effort. They definitely want at least a consolation goal here. Good play by Amber Wells. And just got a bit too far under, did Cassidy Kwan. Good play there from the ladies in white. Vanessa Chung, aerial clearance. It's kneed down by Manat Dillon. Marina Paschalidis will put on the chase. Throw in now for Manat Dillon. She returns to Paschalidis. All the way back for Alex Paul. Cuts back to her right foot. Skips past 1. Skips past 2. In the penalty box now. Paul puts on the brakes. Has Manat Dillon. Goes back for Sirsidis. Sirsidis now with a low hard cross. Tried to switch the play almost. It just didn't have enough lift on it. And it's picked off now. Clunas has it. The number 8 for Douglas. Good play there by Sidik to win the ball back. Switch of play there from Buckle. Finds Sahota on the far right touchline. She's got Rita Sirsidis to beat. Good play there by Sahota. Even better play by Sirsidis, who stayed with her the whole way. It's a real battle up that right-hand side. Foul there on Sahota. Pak Tung Sang keeps it alive, though. Cleared. It'll be a deep throw in for Douglas. 13 minutes to go here, plus change. And a double swap coming up for Douglas. It'll be Olivia Concilio and Tara Kurzmanovic. On the flip side of things, for Langara, Cassidy Kwan will make way. Coming on will be the starter from today's affair, and yesterday's as well. Goal to her tally this season. The number 15, Christy Wong for the Falcons. Olivia Concilio over to take the throw in, her first touch. Right to the waiting lap of Dobin. Dobin looked like she wanted to hook in a pass. Instead keeps it alive on the goal line. Marina Paschalidis will put it up the touchline. It'll be a throw in for the Douglas squad. Good throw in. Sahota, can she put it across? She can't. Just a bit too far ahead of her. She's just trying to wrap that right boot around it. Couldn't get to it in the nick of time. Mackenzie Main plays it to the right touchline for Sidik. It was just telegraphed a bit there by Clunas, who jumped in front of the clearance. Kurzmanovic, the number 6, gets the better of Olivia Grill. Back for Pak Tung Sang. Saran for Clunas. Good battle there with Sidik. It'll be a free kick taken quickly by Buckle. She'll play a bit of a risky one into the middle of the park, and it ends up forcing the entire squad to have to drop as Marina Paschalidis picks it off, is now on her bike. She needs help herself in the middle of the park. She tried to get it to Manat Dillon. Just didn't pick up her head in time, did Paschalidis. She gets the ball back now for Cities. Wells. Good play there by Wells. Pinch. Middle of the park for Wong. It's 3-on-5. They don't got numbers, but if they manage the space. She tried to play a pass through for Olivia Grill, but it got picked off there by Saran. That pass is now picked off for Amber Wells. Top of the area, Alex Paul chests it down to herself. Corrals it on the right foot. Looks like she wants to uncork one. It just won't sit up. Wells now. She's trying to set it for a shot. Paul. Still going Paul now inside the penalty box. She clips in across. It comes off the thigh of Green and smashed away. Good pressure here by Langara as they don't want to leave this encounter empty-handed. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Sidik puts in a cross over the last line of defense. Manat Dillon's the closest to it, but Vanessa Chung saw that cross early and flies in ahead of Dillon to pick it up off the turf. 9 minutes to go plus stoppage here. Douglas in a commanding 3-0 lead over the Langara Falcons. Kuzmanovic tries to get through 1-2 players. No such luck. And I think we have a player down here. It looks like it's Grace Jorgensen. And I think there might have to be a substitution. She looks like she's in some discomfort. Please stick around for the doubleheader coming up today. As the Langara men will look to make amends for their 3-1 loss to Capilano University yesterday when they take on Douglas. That one's coming up at 2:30 later today after the conclusion of this one. Of course, Douglas number 2 in the CCA rankings after week 1. Langara number 4, so I think we might be in for a bit of a barn burner. Of course, Douglas took on the same Capilano squad that took on the Falcons yesterday on the men's side. Capilano took the first encounter at Douglas 1-0 before Douglas took the second encounter at Capilano 4-2. As we see Grace Jorgensen's just being helped off now ever so gingerly. It looks like it's the left leg of maybe the knee. It's been taped up before this one. She's going to go immediately to the physio table. Hopefully it's nothing serious for the number 23, the center back for Langara. Another substitution for Douglas taking place. The number 23, Christine Singh on the park now. Far right-hand side, opposite Marina Pashalides. It'll be a drop ball. A long piercing ball from Madison Pinch. Just couldn't pick out Olivia Grill. It'll be a goal kick for Vanessa Chung. Couple stoppages in this second half. We'll probably tack on some added time at the end of the 90. Of course, it was Haley Rogers, probably about 15 minutes ago, who needed some treatment. And then just now, Grace Jorgensen forced to leave the match. Just looking down below, it's the left knee. I think I had said the right knee before. It looks to be the left knee, and they're just undoing her bandages and her bracing. Once again, we hope that's nothing serious. Vanessa Chung with the goal kick. Chested down by Christine Singh. Alex Paul now. Sidik flies in to try and win the ball off of Clunis's foot. That's been a good battle. Sidik takes the free kick quickly. A good take by Olivia Grill. Pops it to the right touchline looking for Alex Paul. It's side-footed away by the number 21, Lau. Cross into the area from Pinch. Headed on by Wong. Paschalides just couldn't get there ahead of Vanessa Chung. Good play there by the Langara Falcons. And it's almost been a carbon copy of yesterday's encounter against Capilano, where they've created chances. They've had spells where they've looked really in control. They've just missed that final touch inside the penalty box. Header one down by Amber Wells. Alex Paul retrieves it. Can't get past Kuzmanovic. Ball over top from Clunas now. Will it find Dobin? Manat Dillon's the last player back. She just gets it to Mackenzie Main, who threads it out left for Sidis. It'll be a throw-in for Douglas. Wong just tried to lift it over the top. Half weighted kind of back pass there from Singh. Put Chung under trouble with Alex Paul breathing down her neck. But the keeper, Vanessa Chung, who's been spot on all day today, so she's been put under pressure, but she's dealt with it admirably. Dobin cuts inside on Pinch. Left-footed shot from Dobin. It's in the back of the net. What a curler. It's 4-0 in the 87th minute, and Douglas puts the cherry on top of the victory against their foes, the Langara Falcons. That's a brace there for Isabel Dobin. She scored the opener, one-on-one with the keeper, and she really showed her class there, opening up her body and just scooping it over Mackenzie Main, who is ever slow slightly off her line. Excellent with both feet today, Isabel Dobin. Goals from Dobin with the brace, Buckle, and Saran have Douglas in a commanding 4-0 lead here, and hopefully for Langara, this doesn't get much worse. Dobin loses out to Pinch. Paul wrestles the ball off of Buckle, shrugs off Sang. Tries to poke it forward for Wong. Wong almost got there. She does, though. Pokes it back for Paul. Paul and Wong just couldn't link up there to create something. Now a swoop ball around the back. Onside for Dobin. One-on-one with the keeper. Pinch. Can she put in a tackle? It's a goal and a hat trick for Dobin, who outpaced Pinch and put enough sting on that final shot to bend back the mitts of Mackenzie Miles. It's 5-0 for Douglas. A hat trick for Isabel Dobin, the number 10 in green. Sidis. Wong gets tackled from behind. Free kick the way of Langara. Sidis. Amber Wells. Back for Sidis. Infield for Paschalides. She's got some space and some time. She doesn't have a ton of options in the box. She's got Alex Paul, Christy Wong. Almost knotted it down. She gets the ball back now, does Wong, or will it fly out for Olivia Grill? Douglas just gets the the touch to get it out of danger. Now Isabel Dobin is on the run. She's got the overlapping run of Clunas. She tries to play it infield for Kuzmanovic. Sirsidis is right there, though. Not a lot of help for Sirsidis. She's just going to have to try and play it out. Singh whips the ball in. Dobin just ahead of Mackenzie Main. Almost a poker there for Dobin. Sidik on the deck for Grill. Now Paul. Paul forward for Wong. Great interchange there. Can Wong get on the end of it? She does. Puts her body in the way. They need some help here. Wong going outside the penalty box. Right-footed. Cuts it across for Paschalidis. Paschalidis with a shot just wide right. Oh, she needed to cut it across the body of Chung there and try and pick out that far right-hand post, but she elected to go near post. Good chance there from Langara after some good build-up by Wells, Paul, and Grill. It was just Paschalidis. Wong as well. It was Paschalidis who couldn't find the finish, though. Sirsidis volleys it back into the danger zone. It's cleared by Buckle. Tung Sang wins against Dillon. Infield for Dobin. Good tackle there by, I believe it was the number 4, Rachel Shang, who's since come on. Paschalidis for Sirsidis. Up the touchline for Wong. It's put out into touch by Douglas. It'll be a throw-in for Langara. The wind really starting to pick up here at Willoughby Field. I'm sure the men will be loving that coming up in the doubleheader here at 2:30. Still a few minutes left of stoppage time here. We did have a couple players go down in this second half, so probably about 3 or 4 minutes still to go here. Paschalidis takes the throw-in. Nearest to her, Amber Wells. She tries to loop one in, looking for Alex Paul. And that will be the full-time whistle. Despite having their chances, despite hitting a crossbar, the Langara Falcons fall again. A mirror image of yesterday's encounter against Capilano University. 5-0 the final. Isabel Dobin with a hat trick for the ladies in green. Langara will lick their wounds and collect themselves before they regroup for more matchups coming up next weekend in PACWEST. As mentioned, not a weekend to remember for Langara ladies here. 5-0 against Capilano University yesterday and a 5-0 result against Douglas here today. Do stick around. We will have the second of our doubleheader here today against Douglas as the Langara men take to the pitch, and they'll kick off against the Douglas men. That gets going at 2:30 right here with more PACWEST action. We'll take a very quick break, probably about, 30 minutes or so, and we'll join you right back here for the men taking on the Douglas College. Talk then. Enjoy the tea and cookies in the meantime. We'll see you in 30 minutes.